Winner of 4 International Automotive Media Awards for Excellence in Broadcasting.
If there's any one thing that Car and Driver is known for, it's the long-standing tradition of head-to-head comparison tests with the results that announce the winners and name the also-rans. Well, that's always been a huge benefit for enthusiasts to get the results of our testing before choosing a new vehicle. The disadvantage is you've had to take our word for it. Until now. Because the folks punishing the tires here in Irvine, California are subscribers who've been invited to do their own testing as we take our head-to-head comparos on tour. It is the weekend in the Los Angeles Basin, and while the drizzle isn't typical of Southern California weather, it is adding another challenge to the mission of attacking the corners, which our subscribers are doing with considerable enthusiasm. Like Dick Vogels, who builds freeways here, but he's a reader.
Subscriber to Car and Driver, and I got an invitation in the mail and jumped on it right away, got in, and glad to be here.
And so is Carolyn Torbert, a mortgage loan specialist and an autocross enthusiast.
Oh, I definitely would recommend this. I mean, if there are plenty more, if I get any more flyers from the Road and Track or anything, I would want to do it again. It is a lot of fun. And if I could do this every weekend, I would love to.
This is a joint event with our sister magazine, Road and Track, by invitation only, with subscribers pre-registering in advance for a quick check-in, just showing a license and signing off the standard liability release we sign at every racetrack. Then there's a few minutes of race driving instruction from Larry Parmalee, chief instructor for Skip Barber Racing Schools.
We step on the brake, we increase the contact patch up front, and decrease it in the rear. So now that we've increased the contact patch on the front tires, what can we do? We can turn the tire, we can turn the car. We have more downforce, more contact patch, we can turn the car.
It's not a lot of instruction, but it is a few pointers that may help on the tracks.
It is a very abbreviated course, but the course that we set up is very representative of a lot of the turns that you'll see in a racetrack, and it also gives us the ability to accelerate, brake. We talk to them about the proper use of their eyes, the proper use of the steering wheel. There is a right and wrong way to turn a vehicle.
This particular ride and drive event is being sponsored by Chrysler, who has the confidence their new Sebring sedans will compare favorably to the 2 best-selling competitors. So with a Skip Barber instructor in the right seat, the subscribers are directly comparing the Sebring, the Toyota Camry, and the Honda Accord to find the limits and then rate all 3 on a detailed checklist. And there are some surprises here, like for the Yim brothers. Is that a surprise?
I think so. I always thought the Accord is a little bit better, but turns out that the Sebring handles a lot better.
I think the Sebring handles really well on turns, throttle response, body roll, a lot less body roll than the Camry, a little bit less than the Accord. And I was surprised, you know. I thought the Accord was the top of the bunch too.
And for Holly Crone, who says she is a Honda person.
I was shocked and amazed at the Chrysler. When I drove the Chrysler, I thought I was in the Accord. When I got out, I thought, oh, the Chrysler is so much more stable.
Or Chris Teague, who owns an M3 and hasn't driven a family sedan in a while.
I'm amazed that a 4-door sedan can hustle itself around the course as well as it does. You know, I normally drive a BMW M3, and it doesn't surprise me that does well, but it amazed me that just a standard 4-door family sedan, all 3 of these really, but especially the Chrysler and the Toyota, were amazing that they get around as good as they did, almost like a sports car from 10 years ago, really.
Chrysler is winning new fans in this event.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm in really good control of this car. I feel it's a lot tighter than the Accord.
Oh, I can feel it, yeah.
Yep.
This car handles surprisingly well. This car handles a lot better than the Camry. It accelerates much better than the other cars do.
I like it a lot better. I like it a lot. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot more solid than the other car.
Very cool.
Great acceleration by comparison to the Toyota Camry. And the Accord body roll is minimal comparison. When I was sitting in the back seat, it was like getting seasick.
These readers are not casual car people. They're diehard enthusiasts. And having the chance to actually put their tails in the seats of these cars, they have an opportunity to test the car under real life circumstances. And the value to that is when there's a friend or a relative that's in market to buy a vehicle, these people have real world opportunities to say how the vehicle performs.
That's why Chrysler is buying the tires and the gas for this weekend as the Car and Driver Road and Track Tour challenges what will be 1,200 subscribers to find the limits of the cars and their own.
The two guys who were in my car said I was better than they were.
Well,
so if that's what they said, I'm not going to argue with them.
And neither are we, absolutely. Have you driven a car hard like this or made some comparisons like this?
Never done anything like this before. This was a really fun experience.
And while you can't take this kind of driving out on the freeways of Southern California, there are still benefits from the track time.
These people want to be here, and they want to improve their driving talents. And I'm absolutely positive when they leave here, they're a better driver, they're a safer driver, and they have more fun driving their automobiles.
The Ride and Drive program has a number of dates yet all across the country with different classes of vehicles scheduled for comparison testing. Now, we're not going to try to tell you where and when, because the subscribers in each area will get their own invitations for each local event. An invite to come out and do what we do for a living, punish the tires and carve the corners and rate the winners and losers on your own list of who's the best. As for the results of this event, 1,200 subscribers all agree on one thing: it's always more fun when somebody else is buying the tires.